Yeah, now we're here.
Yeah? Are we hearing everyone is hearing us
Yeah,
now?
now everyone's hearing us. Don't worry, all you missed was the fact that that we were Cyber Monday'd and Black Friday'd out. That's it. Have you had enough of the emails, Isabella?
Yes, very much enough of the emails. I really have.
In the inbox from everyone you can imagine.
Yes, it was Black Friday this, Black Friday that, Black Friday this, and then more Black Friday that. Have you not experienced that yourself?
Yeah, tons of it. I'm glad to see that people are receiving the audio now. The first minute or so of this live stream was without audio, but we're definitely here now. So yeah, no, I mean, there have been some genuinely good deals. In fact, they continue this Cyber Monday, and as you may know, I've welcomed the first students to my online courses, which are still open, by the way, at mrc.fm/learn. So if you want to join in and learn about audio production, podcast production, improving the quality of your live stream, then just go to mrc.fm/learn. Already answering a lot of student questions, and they're asking about the equipment suggestions I have inside my course, including mixing consoles. It's no secret I'm a big fan of Soundcraft mixing consoles, Isabella.
I know.
And actually, I haven't really looked over at the UK deals, but certainly in the US, the Soundcraft Notepad 8FX is really good. It's down from $129 to just $80.
That's not bad.
And the Notepad 5, your new favorite one. Can you hold it up to the camera, or no, you're probably going to break it?
I can't. I'm going to break it otherwise, yeah.
But you're using the Notepad 5.
If I disappear from the... No, I can't.
Yeah, it's all wired in.
Yeah.
The Notepad 5 is really good. Yeah, it does warm up the room a bit, yeah.
No, the Notepad is warm.
Yeah, it's toasty. It warms up the room. Notepad 5s, I think, are on sale at $62 now, so both of those screaming deals.
I mean, $62. Do you know if they are on sale in the UK at all, or just the US?
Do you want me to check?
Go and check.
While I check, tell me what you like about your Soundcraft Notepad 5.
I was going to say that for $62, that's what, £40? That's nothing for what you are getting.
Yeah, and actually I've just seen in the Facebook chat that Spike Hammond has said Amazon have the Brio 4K webcams on offer for £109 for 24 hours, Mike. I know. Isabella knows about that too, doesn't she?
I do, yes.
Yes, I said that to her first thing in the morning. I have all these price notifications. So yeah, thank you, Spike, for letting me know. It's really nice that you've been watching quite a bit, and you know that I've been on the hunt for a new webcam for some time. And at £109 for a 4K webcam, it's a no-brainer, Isabella.
It is a no-brainer, absolutely. Yes, although I say that now and I'm going to regret it later because you're going to wire. Yeah.
Well, I'll take out your C920 that's pixelating your face right now, and I'll make you look all 4K.
Thanks. Sounds good.
That would be nice.
Sounds good. But anyway, we have a few questions still with regards to the free jingles we've done on Friday. So Eric has been producing relentlessly.
Yes.
Not only during the live stream, but also afterwards. And I have a message here from the Max Grody and from David Hunter saying my audio isn't there. And I'm like, it's there. I can see it. It's there. It's definitely there. It's been produced and saved slightly later on Friday. But it's there. I can see it. So you should be able to get it. I think he's gone through all the super chats now. So all the audio should be there. And Max is asking whether do you have raw audio there. No, we do not save up raw audio. It was just the produced and dry audio. Nothing else is there. So
okay, that's interesting. So people in the UK and Europe wanting to know the prices of Soundcraft Notepad desks, which I highly recommend, by the way, especially for portable podcasting. And they're not really on as good a deal as the US right now, but certainly they have been reduced. I can see on Amazon the Notepad 8FX is down from £119 in the UK to just around £83 thereabouts, and the Notepad 5 it's a little closer to £80, although I recently got you the Notepad 5, Isabella. I'm just going to show my screen from a company called Thomann. I think they're known as Thomann. Yeah, that's a decent company. They mailed it out pretty fast. It's currently €77 on Thomann, the Notepad 5, which takes that to around £68, which is cheaper than Amazon right now. But that's not a Black Friday deal. Much more expensive to get the Notepad 8FX from them, so it's cheaper on Amazon right now. Hope that helps, Isabella.
It certainly helps. Thank you.
Yeah, just kind of keeping my eye open for Black Friday deals. In terms of audio, like certainly over here in the UK, I haven't seen much that's been on offer, so to speak.
No, that's it. I mean, to be honest with you, to me, this Black Friday was more noise than it was actually worth it in many, many ways. Like, you know, it was just a lot of noise. It was one big noise. So I'm kind of in a way glad the Black Friday is over in the sense that, yeah, my mailbox can return to normal.
There you go. Yeah, actually, Charles is saying, and I have noticed this in my headphones as well, your mic's sounding a bit off compared to mine. I think you're not maybe talking directly into it. Try lifting it up and talking into it.
I think I can see.
Isabella's still learning how a microphone works.
No, it's just this.
That's better. Now you sound better.
I know, but you know
now
what?
you sound awesome.
I have problem with this arm. Since you've changed it, I thought it was a good change, but I don't think it is actually.
No, it sounds brilliant. Do not move your microphone now. Your mic technique is perfect.
The thing is, it's like it's not the fact that I move it whilst I speak. It's just I move it off to do work, and then I move it back in.
Yes.
And then it just flips over. So I think we will need to have this
rearranged again. Okay. Yeah. Fantastic. Sounds good. Anyway, so yeah, mrc.fm/learn is where you need to go to right now if you want to learn all about audio. Isabella, tell us a little bit about the courses that are open right now this Cyber Monday. Yes, so we have some amazing courses that Mike has been working on for quite some time. So still available spaces at podcast production course. Fantastic for anyone who would like to make sure they sound great. So this is not a course to teach you how to do podcasting. It's the course to teach you how to do great sounding audio when you podcast. So covering anything from the basics of you know, what kind of equipment do you need, how do you need to set it up, to how to actually post-produce each episode like a professional podcast producer would. So this is from our experience. We work with many clients all around the world. We post-produce podcast episodes, and we've put all the knowledge out there. So if you want to produce podcasts like a pro, that's the one for you, right? Absolutely it is, yeah. We've also had some students enrolling in the live stream audio courses, which is really nice. There's one for OBS Studio and another one for Wirecast, showing you exactly how the effects inside these powerful pieces of live streaming software actually work. So you can get your head around it, process your audio in real time, and just generally get it sounding good, right, Isabella? That's exactly that. So yeah, very, very cool. I think a lot of really good information in there, especially for people who are really looking for kind of improved sound. And I think, you know, it's kind of like you can learn so much from, you know, just things that are out there. But if you want to have that professional approach to the post-production in general, you kind of need a little bit of a professional help, and that's exactly what it is. Absolutely. Now, Isabella didn't know that I was going to do this on the live stream. I hope I don't get in trouble for this. Oh, no. But I was just kind of like messing around and cutting together a video that I filmed on my new Pixel 3 last night in the studio. We were messing about with Waves Auto-Tune Real Time and introducing the kids to Waves Auto-Tune Real Time. Oh, I know what you're going to do. Please do not do that. I just spliced together a few of the highlights. Oh, no. Let me just give this a run, and you tell me now if you're watching in the live chat. You tell me if I should stick this out on the channel as an independent video, or whether it should just be hidden in this. Hang on. But hang on. Oh, hang on. Yeah, go on. I was going to just simply say that the purpose of recording this was just simply to have fun with family. It was nothing to do with professional. We were never thinking about putting this online. We were not thinking of putting this online, so this is not a material that, Are you excited to hear the result of our recording session, Isabella? Okay. We had some fun. We had a lot of giggles. This is just some of the highlights with our children, with Zara and with Zane, and let's give it a spin. Away in the manger all day. It's everything you ever want. It's everything you ever need, and it's here right in front of you. This is where you wanna be. Nice. I've got to say, actually, if you were watching that on the live stream, the star of that whole thing has to be well, obviously our kids. Zara with her singing, and Zayn actually with his dancing as I was doing the autotune to The Greatest Showman. So, there you go. So you really can unite the family this Christmas if you pick up an auto-tuning plugin and get them in front of a microphone and get singing. This is it. Get your kids involved in audio as soon as you can, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yes, that's right. That's right. And kids love it. I mean, every single time we turn the microphones on. I mean, I have some recordings here of Zara when she comes in, in the middle of the night, and she's like, "Can I just work with you, Mummy?" And then I turn the microphone on, and she just says the most random things like, "Hello, welcome to Zara Russell," and stuff like that.
Yeah, she's a broadcaster herself already.
Yeah, that's it.
Listen, Isabella, in this session, what I thought we'd do is we just kind of do a bit of a Q&A. So we just kind of answer any questions you've got in the chat. And we're going to hang around for another maybe 15, 20 minutes.
Yes. Oh, and just a quick reminder, today is the last day to get Mike's presets at half price. So if you haven't already and you've been thinking of getting those for a while, they are on sale till the end of today. Yeah. They are all half price, so it's a great opportunity to get them. Absolutely. I mean, the feedback we are getting on those is phenomenal. And I mean phenomenal. People are just literally writing to us saying that those are kind of life-changing presets. So have a little look yourself. mrc.fm/presets is where to look at.
That's right. Maybe I'll give them a bit of a demo, some of the presets in just a moment. This is interesting. There are quite a few questions coming in on the chat, so let's get to some of these.
Yeah.
First of all, a response, Isabella, to the wonderful auto-tuning there, the family fun that we had last night in my vocal booth with Waves Tune Real Time. And the Max Grody says, "Cute kids, Fitness, I think that is, Xfin Fitness is doing a round of applause for it. Bose Beaver says, "The new T-Pain, so cute." David says, "You sounded awesome with your professional singing voice."
You see, Mike? Yeah.
Ian says, "Adorable."
There you go. There you go.
You don't need auto-tune, do you? You can just go for it.
No, that's it. To be honest with you, I mean, can I be brutally honest? I didn't think that auto-tune thing added anything. In fact, if anything, it just took it away.
Yeah.
That was my perception. I wasn't quite sure what that plugin was meant to do.
It was supposed to auto-tune you to the nearest note that you're singing.
Yeah, but it just made it sound awful.
Makes it sound like T-Pain, as Bose Beaver was saying in the chat. But obviously, this is the thing with an auto-tune plugin, right? I set it up on the extreme settings to really, especially because we had it in the headphones in real time. I wanted the kids to experience that. And yeah, it's quite a weird feeling when you are hearing your voice auto-tuned in real time.
It is. That's what put me off when I was doing my bit. I was just like, whoa, what's this about?
But obviously that's a kind of real extreme, like rapper version, kind of T-Pain style auto-tune. On The Greatest Showman and things like that, they very, 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 very lightly auto-tune, mainly because most of the actors and actresses can actually sing, so they don't need much auto-tuning. So it's just a minor amount. So you can change the transition times, like the note transition, and the milliseconds, how far. So obviously I ran that right down to 0.1 millisecond, and it's like everything you ever want like that. So that's what it is. And if you go off note, then you soon know about it. David says, "You would have sounded much better without anything added on, Isabella, because you're the MRC fairy."
MRC Fairy, how about that? Thank you, David.
So it's your Q&A right now. So anything you want to ask, really, we're going to hang out for around 15 minutes here on the live stream and just answer any questions. We'll talk a bit of Black Friday and Cyber Monday if you're looking at any audio gear right now. That's one thing I noticed, Isabella, over the weekend as we had new students enrolling and looking at my equipment suggestions. I did get a fair number of emails over the weekend saying, "Mike, I really want your idea on this." And obviously I responded straight away. That's the idea of you join the course, you get an instant response from me as fast as I possibly can.
Even I don't get an instant response from Mike, just so you know.
Faster than Isabella will get a response from me.
I usually have to wait, and it's like then sometimes I will just sneakily log into Mike's email just to see what the status is, and he will just star me and just put me under some folder. It's like to reply at some point, maybe in 2019.
There you go. You see, you can see where my kind of like productivity is going.
So yeah, if you want Max Russell's attention, for sure, that's the way to do it.
So I was getting a number of questions from students asking, is this a good deal? Should I go for this? Should I get this? What about this?
A lot of those coming in, actually.
One question came in about I've got Shure SM7Bs. I've got 4 of them. I've got cloud lifters. you know, the thing that boosts the dB levels of the Shure SM7B, because dynamic microphone, it's very quiet. And the question was, should I introduce the DBX286S, or like, you know, 4 of them, seeing as I got 4 SM7Bs, should I introduce 4 DBX286Ss into the mix? What do you think I said, Isabella? Go on, let's test your knowledge.
He said, yes, do it. Because you like
Do
the...
Yeah, well, that's it. That was basically
so you
exact.
Essentially advised everyone to DBX themselves.
Yeah, DBX yourself up. That's it. So what I said is that, yeah, absolutely, you can record a podcast with your SM7Bs and your cloud lifters. It's going to sound good. The audio level is going to be perfect. But the DBX286S, which is my favorite mic preamp and processor, really helps to level out the sound. You can add EQ that way. You can add a noise gate. And in fact, that ties into a question that I can see here in the live chat now that's being asked by, I've just lost it. It's flown by.
What have you lost?
Quite a few. Oh, yeah. Robert's asking, what is the best Waves background filter for live broadcasting? So, like, obviously having a noise gate is the best way to get rid of any kind of noise in the background, which a DBX has. But if you're talking about I'm not sure what you mean by background filter. Do you mean to filter out background noise, or to filter like your overall audio, or what? I'll show you actually one plugin that I've been extremely impressed with here in Audition. Let's see if I can load up a voiceover actually into Adobe Audition, and I will show you this really cool plugin. Do you know the plugin I'm going to show, Isabella? It's not any auto-tuning plugin. We've
thank goodness for that.
Kind
I
of
think
done
I've
that.
had it now.
But let's go in and grab.
Just so you know what I'm doing, because I've seen some questions from Gert, who's asking about the raw files from the Friday jingle session. We had a madness session in here. Yes, I'm copying them in there now, so they're going to appear in that folder any minute. So that's what I'm trying to do now. So if my face is looking very intense. Serious and intense, it's because I am desperately trying to get myself to get those copied in there for you guys.
And David is right. I do want a pocket-sized DBX286S. So whoever makes one of those is going to be very, very rich. Right, let me show you. So yeah, one of the best, we were asked specifically by Robert in the live chat about a really good plugin filter for broadcast. I guess what Robert is referring to is dialogue, so improving the sound of dialogue. There are so many of them, and there's a number of videos on my channel. If you search at youtube.com/musicradiocreative, type in Waves to the search bar, and you'll see that all the videos I've done about Waves plugins. Room noise and street noise, Robert is clarifying there. So, right, well, if you're an Audition user, room noise and street noise, it's a no-brainer. Make sure you're on the latest CC 2019, and denoise and de-reverb are just, they're all you need. They're the best I've seen. So I grabbed, over the weekend, I'll tell you a plugin I'm not so keen on, a plugin I am really keen on, I want to explore more.
Okay.
Over the weekend of the Black Friday sales, I grabbed the, let's find it, the NS1 from Waves. Where is it? There it is, the NS1. For removing background noise from, like, you know, noisy podcasts or whatever. It's a noise suppressor, basically. That's what NS stands for. And I had a little play with it.
Can I just ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do we have to have Harry Potter music in the background?
Yes, I think it's quite helpful. Do we have to have Cadbury product placed on your camera?
Oh dear, no, it's just, there's no, they haven't sponsored the show, but if they want to, yes, we take chocolate as payment method.
Yes, yeah, definitely we do. We definitely do. So
there you go.
That's so cool. So the NS1, I had to play with this, and it's supposed to intelligently recognize dialogue and filter out background noise, just like you're asking, Robert. This was good, but it wasn't great in my opinion. It's been around for about 5 or 6 years anyway. And when I compared the NS1 from Waves, and bear in mind, like, you know, I'm not being harsh on this plugin, because this plugin has had some pretty cool technology. If you got this plugin back in 2012, it would have been game changing. But in 2018, nearly 2019, I think denoise and de-reverb offer a better solution natively if you're an Audition user than the NS1 would give you. So obviously if you're a Pro Tools user, Pro Tools doesn't have noise suppression or noise reduction. You probably have to get something like the NS1. Although if I was a Pro Tools user, I'd probably go for something from Isotope. That's what I would do.
Yeah, there you go.
Like RX.
Yeah.
But there you go. So that is that. But a plugin I'm really digging that I did grab over the Black Friday weekend from Waves. Not sure if it's still on offer. Probably not.
It
But
might still be because it's Cyber Monday, right? It's
Yeah.
still a big thing, especially in the US.
that's so true. I got the Sheps Omni channel, which is great. And I'm actually going to have a look now to see if it's still discounted on the Waves website. See how much that costs currently from Waves. And the answer is the price is still $29, which is the lowest that plugin's ever been. So this plugin here on my screen, $29. If you want to grab this one, this is one I would recommend. mrc.fm/waves will give you another 10% off, reducing this plugin further to just $26, which is a no-brainer. So what this does is, and would you like to see how exactly it works, Isabella?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Watching?
Yeah, go for it.
Intensely focused? Okay.
I'm intensely focused.
Just going to stop the music for a second and just have a play with some of Sheldon's voice here. So I just opened a session from Sheldon. Oh, it's quite quiet. Hang on, let's turn it up.
AutoFirstPA.com.
Okay, so there we go. And we've got...
Go to AutoFirstPA.com for fast and easy guaranteed bank financing.
Okay, so that's cool. And what you can do with this, I need to boost that a bit more. Hang on. Oh, so you can boost the input and the output. Let's boost the output.
Go to AutoFirstPA.com.
Well, that's distorting.
Go to AutoFirstPA.com for...
Okay, so I can do stuff like a high-pass filter, which I was really impressed by.
Go to AutoFirstPA.com for fast and easy guaranteed bank financing.
Okay, you got noise gating here.
Go to AutoFirst.
Okay, that's noise gating. I really like, by the way, I really like the way the noise gate works on this Sheps Omni channel. Because, you know, Isabella, with most noise gates, they're kind of either open or closed. They're like kind of, and if you get it just on the threshold, it's kind of, if you set it up like that, wrong. And then with this, it's a little more forgiving because this one sounds like it kind of fades open and closed. It's like fading open and closed rather than actually just opening and shutting. So quite like this. Let's set this up.
Go to AutoFirst.com for fast and easy guaranteed.
But it
Yeah, it's still a bit stuttery. Yeah, it is still a bit stuttery,
choppy.
but it's a little more forgiving than most gates.
Go to AutoFirstPA.com for fast and easy guaranteed bank
Still a bit.
financing.
Yeah.
Go to AutoFirstPA.com.
So it's
Go
just
to AutoFirstPA.com for fast and easy guaranteed bank financing.
something like that. But anyway, this is just a basic mess about. You've obviously got EQ here, and then you've got a really nice compressor at the end as well that'll make your audio sound good.
Yeah.
So you can basically run your audio through 5 different effects boxes before you get the output signal. And if we actually open up the preview window, you'll see the difference here. You see that, how it's like
I guess
enhanced the
really,
sound.
you know, with something like that, the best thing to really demonstrate this on would be on something not so good as the session 5.
As a
you recommend.
voiceover, yes,
so,
absolutely,
yeah.
potentially, yes.
So yeah, that's really good.
More, lots more chat coming in.
Oh, so there is. And actually, just a quick update. I have uploaded now all the raw session files from Friday. So if you would like to go and see what we've been up to, head over to mrc.fm/FJF. All of the audio files available from that live stream are out there. Plenty, and I mean plenty of stuff. It's been such a fun day.
Nice. So very, very cool.
So you can grab those from there. Also, I think that we should perhaps show a couple of things maybe from one of your courses, maybe from the audio production course, Mike. What do you think?
What would you like to see from the audio production course?
I don't know, just show what is available to anyone who may still wish to sign up at this very last minute.
Well, if you like, I could actually show you inside my audio production course, like a little bit inside as to what it looks like when you sign up. Would you like to see something like that?
Go for it. Sounds good.
Okay, yeah, I can definitely show you that. So the audio production course, I've really enjoyed working on this. It's fantastic, kind of pouring of my knowledge into a course. So a full course curriculum. I think there are well over 60 videos in there. And let's put this on screen. So when you sign up, boom, you get a page like this. And this will look the same whether you're on desktop or whether you are on tablet or whether you're on your smartphone. You'll be able to access these videos wherever you want. And you basically have access to these videos for lifetime. So there's no sort of like you're in for so long and then you lose access. It's just the first month that you have the Ask Mike where you can email me and get a very quick response. But the rest of this, all the bonuses and everything else, you can just access at your own pace and learn. So obviously it makes sense to go through in order. And
It does.
inside here, it's very easy to just click Start Next Lecture, okay? And then you go in, and it will load up. Like, this is the welcome video here, and there's a video with me pulling a very funny face. And then you click play, and then...
Hello, I'm Mike Russell, and
I just tell you I'm Mike Russell at the start in case you didn't already.
In case you didn't know that, of course. I think this
Yeah.
is your kind of automatic thing. It's like every time somebody puts camera in front of you, like, "Hi, I'm Mike Russell."
Yeah, I'm Mike Russell. Don't
You
worry.
pronounce that in any other way, right?
Do not worry, I don't start every single video in the course saying, "Hi, I'm Mike Russell. I'm going to show you how to compress a voice. Hi, I'm Mike Russell. I'm going to show you how to EQ a voice. Hi, I'm Mike Russell. Welcome to the..."
Although you probably did have to edit it out, right?
Probably, you know me.
Yeah, that's it. On automation. There you go.
Whoever makes a parody remix of me saying, "Hi, I'm Mike Russell from Music Radio Creative" will get something very special from us here at Music Radio
there you
Creative.
go.
Anyone wants to rise to that challenge? What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think it's brilliant. Yeah, do it.
I think David Hunter might do it. He's watching now.
Yes.
He's good at doing remixes.
But it's good to be audio and video, right?
Audio and video,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's the challenge. So if you
And
want to get
stutters as well. I'm Mike Russell. And a bit of reverb as well. That
Yeah,
would be good.
There you
So,
go.
yeah.
Yes. So no pressure there.
Yeah.
No pressure.
Now, when you get into this course, for instance, we're looking at the audio production course. I did a number of slides to accompany this course as well. So you'll go in and I'm not going to play the audio. I'm just going to start playing some of the video. So as I go through and talk about everything. So the first bit that starts off, by the way, is very theory driven. And I show you slides and I talk about all the things that I recommend for making voices sound better. And later when we get into stuff like EQing a voice, you can watch that video. You can watch this all at your own leisure, by the way. So now I start to get into Audition and I show you how things work in Audition. So audio production course is specifically designed for those who are using Adobe Audition and particularly CC. Although it will be backwards compatible, you'll get the most benefit, of course, if you're on the latest version. And then there are different stages here like music production, tips and tricks. So stage 2 is all about music production, and I show you some ways that you can be creating great music promos and stuff like that. There's a structure to the whole course, so you can follow it through in order or just the parts that you want to get the most out of. I also recommend my favorite vocal effects over in stage 5. I go through in order and talk about the best vocal effects. I also talk about plugins you can get, the free plugins that are available, the paid plugins that are available, even mobile apps that you can use to do audio production on the move. And yes, one of them is, of course, the fantastic, I think it's just $10 now, $10 every month for the fantastic Adobe Premiere Rush. Really, really like that app. And the audio capabilities currently are very good. I hope that within time that will just increase and maybe it'll become an even more audio-friendly kind of app. But there you go. So that's an introduction to behind the scenes of my audio production course. I'd love it if you join me this Cyber Monday in the course. As I say, the course registration will be closing really soon because we're going to be at maximum capacity. So mrc.fm/learn is where you need to go. Anything else we need to talk about, Isabella, or that's about our half hour? Anything else that's worth mentioning?
Just one more time, the mrc.fm/presets. All of Mike's presets are currently at half the price, and today is the last day to grab them. So if you haven't already and you've been thinking of getting those, it's the last opportunity of the year to get them at half the price. I am not sure when we are going to do the next one. That is going to be discounting it so heavily. In fact, we don't discount the presets at all. Usually it is just Black Friday or some maybe one-off special that we link to something else. So definitely good time to grab those, mrc.fm/presets even. And one other thing I would add is the feedback we get on presets is just amazing. I mean, there has not been a single piece of feedback from users of those that came to say, "Oh, this is rubbish." It's like it's absolutely on the contrary. People are just it's changing the processes and as a result lives of producers out there. So very, very highly recommend those.
Well, thank you, Isabel.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
That's my my recommendation. David Hunter just said, "Mike Russell, please refrain from spamming links." Well done, David. What a good
throwing them in, doing a good moderation job there in the chat.
He's got a good spanner tool, just doing his job. Well
All right,
done.
we're going to get out of here then.
Yes, and we're back on Friday with our free Jingle
Free Jingle Friday. Yep.
I really look forward to that. And is this one going to be the last one, or no? There's one more after that, is there?
Yeah, and then
There is
we're off
one
for
more after
Christmas
that,
and New
then
Year.
we are off for Christmas and New Year. And I look forward to. To the next one. It's been amazing fun with the free Jingle Friday, last Friday, Black Friday, and it's been good.
Unless, it is the last one of the year, unless we get enough demand, and maybe you can answer this in the live chat now, for a New Year's Eve live stream. I've always wanted, Isabella, to live stream into the new year and do something crazy with audio. And it would beat watching Graham Norton on the TV for the however many year in a row here in the UK. For those of you outside the UK, Graham Norton is a very famous TV host who traditionally hosts the New Year show on the BBC here in the UK. Or there's Jules Holland over on BBC Two usually.
Yes, that's right.
But it would beat that. So if you think that's a good idea, let us know either in the chat or by email or just by commenting on the replay of this video. And we might put something together, Isabella, if you think that's a good idea.
Yeah, we might.
Maybe.
We will see. Although the problem with both of us is that we are not the stay up late sort of people. It's like 9 o'clock comes and we are just like...
Just another cup of tea.
Off to bed. So
anyway, let us know.
We'll see. Just let us know for sure. Yes, but it's
All right.
it's been fun to be here again today, Cyber Monday, and still plenty of deals happening at musicradiocreative.com. So have a little look. There are some libraries, production libraries, half price on our website. Countdowns. Voiceovers. I mean, crikey, we've got a ton of voiceovers at half the price, and it's all there.
All right. Have a fantastic week. See you later.
Bye.